Hey, this is Jimmy. Who's this?
Yes, hello. This is Douglas Murray calling.
Oh, Douglas Murray. Pleasure to hear from you. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, a lot of staring at the wall, pontificating. When your mind is as keen and brilliant as the one I am personally burdened with, you find that sometimes you have to just silently contemplate your own brilliance and how right you are about everything. Or you just go mad.
I see.
Yes, it's quite the situation.
So why are you calling us today?
Well, I felt I had a moral obligation to call you and correct your thinking about several matters.
I can't say I care for your condescending tone.
Well, then you are not going to enjoy the rest of this phone call. That much is quite clear.
Clear. A definite possibility. What do you want? What do you want to correct me on, Jagoff?
Well, primarily the stridently anti-Israel tone of your rhetoric. And this insistence on labeling what is happening in Gaza as a genocide, a scurrilously offensive claim, when in reality Israel, a sovereign nation, is simply defending itself, as is its right to do so.
Oh, here we go again. Well, Douglas,
before you attempt to debate me, I must warn you, I am extremely brilliant. I have been studied by scientists.
I'll keep that in mind.
Brain scientists.
Yeah, look, I'm not even going to fall for your trap and attack the statement head on. Let's just look back at the past few days. The other day, over 50 starving Palestinians were shot and killed while trying to access aid. Taking this alone, doesn't that sound like ethnic cleansing?
Well, this one's easy. Hamas is the one killing these Palestinians, not the IDF. Israel has said so.
And so you just believe Israel. Why would Hamas be killing Palestinians trying to access food?
Well, one question at a time, please. I am easily confused.
I thought you just said how brilliant you are.
I am so brilliant that sometimes it circles all the way back around to incredibly stupid.
Yeah.
Only the world's greatest intellects could possibly understand this. But yes, I take the word of Israel, the only democracy in the Middle East that has illegally obtained a nuclear weapon and gotten away with it, over the word of Hamas, which is a death cult, as I've asserted many times previously, which would explain the otherwise inexplicable murder of their own kin. Describing them as a death cult allows us to explain any such assertion. Who knows? Maybe most of Gaza is destroyed because Hamas detonated the buildings themselves.
Yeah.
They're a death cult. Who knows why they do what they do? Devilishly clever, wouldn't you say?
No, it sounds actually stupid.
Oh, dear.
Just for argument's sake, what would you say if it were the IDF that had shot all those starving unarmed civilians?
Well, I would say that Israel, our only ally in the region, would have been wholly 100% justified in doing so.
Uh-huh, unbelievable. How do you justify that?
Watch this. So you say these are starving Palestinians, innocent civilians going up to an aid organization in order to obtain food. How do I know, or the IDF, if any of that is actually true?
What do you mean?
Suppose these quote-unquote starving Palestinians obtain some sort of package that appears to be food. But what's in there?
Jesus.
For real, what's actually in there?
Food?
You don't know that for sure, so you have to shoot them in order to defend yourself. Turns out it was food after all. Not my problem. I was defending myself. Therefore, I am on the moral side of things, which makes what I'm doing not a genocide by definition. Isn't this brilliant?
Jesus.
Can't you see that this is the more sophisticated way, this intellectually disingenuous sophistry to look at this issue? Isn't it more intelligent than looking at photos and videos of things that are happening and making your mind up based on that?
No, I don't think it is actually. I'd like to rely on my own two eyes.
Your own two eyes are your first deceiver.
Yes.
The author of all the lies that you've ever entertained.
Okay, again, that sounds smart, but it's actually a very dumb thing to think or say. Do you see that?
I choose not to, which in itself is a powerful act of creation, a statement of pure will.
I can see how you're a useful idiot. People don't want to believe that there's a genocide in Gaza happening, understandably, and will turn to anybody who can convince them that it's not, since you are good at appearing intelligent and thoughtful. Even though you aren't, you are capable of convincing simpletons that Israel are the good guys.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
This simply cannot be what I'm used for, is it?
Yep.
Am I merely a useful idiot, as you say, for fascists?
100%.
Running cover for mass murder?
Ding, ding.
Have I myself been duped? Can I be duped? Could my intellectual endeavors be worth it if used to serve evil? What's that? My phone's going off. Direct deposit in the amount of... Oh, yes, it's worth it. Well worth it.
Oh, brother.
Definitely not a genocide. What else? You're an anti-Semite. You do not belong in good company, blah, blah, blah. Thank you, however, for restating my purpose for existence so I can refocus. Small-minded peons like yourself may say I sold my soul, but I sold it for a lot of money.
Yeah.
Haters gonna hate. Au revoir.
Yeah, au revoir. Come see us on tour in Glasgow, Manchester, Belfast, Dublin, Liverpool, Birmingham, and London. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.